And now a double duelist, but still keeping that Vise in there for 100 Thieves. They look over towards the B side here with a bit of a default look towards the right, but great pressure as they push forward. johnqt starts us off with first blood. Util cycling back and forth. Doesn't look like 100 Thieves wants to give up the space too much. They will continue to push back.
This is a perfect example right here with this double duelist that 100 Thieves are coming out with. And we're in this mid-mark where Sentinels are kind of split across the map. Giving up here this B rotate in the very beginning because they were getting pressured by 100 Thieves. But they're slowly going back into this split.
Yeah, they're very healthy. Easy to keep peeking that long side. 100 Thieves are going to sniff this out and start leaning back to the correct way. Seeing the stars go down, they try and position for a bit of defense, but this street lurk could be huge once the engage happens. eeiu's eyes are on that position. Oh, but his eyes get closed really fast. Lights out for him, and Sentinels come flying through. Zander just able to creep around the backside of the site now as he waits for Cryo to come in. Zellsis and johnqt trying to pressure the plant.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Oh, slowly the creep in from Cryo, ever so quiet, is able to get that first one, and just a sliver of health here for Zellsis. It looks all too over here in favor of 100 Thieves.
One enemy remaining.
Zellsis says no. Zellsis says no. Does find out where Cryo is. Gets out another Vines. Starts to delay a little bit more.
Misses it.
6 shots in the Ghost. Knows the defuse is a fake. Sees the leg. Gets to play the time. Gets to play the position. But now behind the box device, the Vines go down. He's playing Cryo. And he gets
off the rotate. Boostio's going to hear this. It's going to keep the 2 players towards the A side ready to go.
Spike down.
Ooh. Did not expect that push up that far from 100 Thieves on this round after having sourced the map. Sentinels get caught off a bit, and the same thing goes for Zander here as Zellsis comes flying through mid, and now he gets to play the push and pull on the backside. That's going to be tough, but Asuna, Asuna with another classic 3 coming up very fast. Cryo clears one.
That was starting off towards the arc. Just allowed here 100 Thieves to get ready on that position. I mean, look at all these crossfire setup. TP back towards the spawn. 100 Thieves are in a good spot here to just have the numbers to stop this push.
Ooh, tough spot for Zander. He's going to have to spray a bit. That's going to be a Phantom in the hands of, what is that, Zellsis? Narrate grabs it, but has to plant towards the right side now.
Out towards the church. Big Vice ult coming out from Zellsis from how he popped off on the first and second round. That's going to delay the retake even more for 100 Thieves.
Keeping that Phantom protected here. You see it right in front of Zellsis on narrate. They start to move in. Forefront of this is going to be Asuna to make the distractions, break the crosshairs. The rest of 100 Thieves come through with shots over the shoulder of their teammate to clear the site. And johnqt Sheriff has to really ring true here.
This position right here from Cryo, even ults for information. This now confirms the hit towards the A site, and Sentinels knows that they have to come through, but the decoy brings up the wall, and now it actually even slow things down even more. And now 100 Thieves are in a perfect spot once again to stop the push from Sentinels.
They still have Boostio on that lurk, so the focus is now towards A site. Zekken's trying to open this for his team. Maybe some util over the shoulder to gain that space, but it's just going to be some of the dry peaks.
Big
Relay
stun.
bolt coming out. Yeah, that's going to be a hit and no more movement forward, but Narrate still finds Cryo. They're trying to peek out of the woodwork, and these are the shots coming in favor of Sentinels until 100 Thieves close in from each side. It's, however, just Boostio left after the firefight inside the site.
And they don't know where he's at. It's been a while here since the action has continued. Big ones for sure. We start towards Art, already spawning 2, but nobody to help out on that. But that's going to help here Sentinels start pushing forward. And even the wall from behind. Also is trying to close the gap, but he's alone.
Oh, he does hit Zellsis before he gets behind the smoke. Zekken joins the team, has to get out of dimension.
We have to re-clear with util. We gave our positions away, but the Nightfall might be the key thing, so Narrate has to stay up so far, but he's about to peek up against Boostio.
They have this backpedaling information. Now Boostio can stay safe, but look, Asuna's still pushed. Okay, didn't stay too safe there. A nice pick off by Sentinels, pressuring mid. They still have a lot of work to do. Inserted is Bang, but they got about 30 seconds to get back to this site. They're going to have to work through 3 members of 100 Thieves to get that spike down.
Should be a lot easier, though, as we mentioned, this Nightfall available. That should hit all 3 of them if they don't fall back. And it should be an easy take, but a grab well and a spam through, and it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah, great utility usage. 1 for Asuna. Dashes it into the smoke, tries to get that spam, see where they might be. Oh, wait, goes in the ultimate. They're gonna, a few times they push in. No noise made on this time. Well, maybe they did. It's actually a lot of respect given from 100 Thieves to prowl out who might still be there. Okay, now, yeah, they definitely made noise. Interesting. Well, they get a lot of util out of 100 Thieves there.
And also you see the setup from 100 Thieves. Usually the Vice Wall always goes up towards that long B side to snuff the cross. But because they have Cryo with this rifle, with this op, they're going to count on him first. So they could use the wall somewhere else and have more focus of defense on the A side. But that said, now we got 30 seconds left. Everybody grouped up for Sentinels for the re-hit towards the A site. And once again, Cryo is about to get tested. Easy kill in the first.
He ran out with the skills out. We all do it. eeiu taking down another one. That op's going to be ringing free towards the back of the site still. And yeah, absolutely.
Out for Sentinels again, that 2-1-2 that they started. Still didn't get 4 players getting ready to push through.
Ooh, that relay bolt. Just about clocking
Beautiful.
Everybody with
Asuna. TP is still up here for Cryo, so you could TP across towards the B site if needed be. But the rotate is actually going to be eeiu instead. This is a huge window of opportunity for Sentinels to take advantage of this B site.
A new look here from Sentinels right after that A hit, instantly down street. Site is clear and not even a problem dealing with Boostio as they get themselves situated with the spike down.
I'll find you.
Retake will be so hard.
Ooh.
Spike planted.
Little bodyguardage. And just keeping themselves pushed off. Yeah, Zellsis.
Very clean.
Ready. Just push forward, looking for more.
Might
Trying
be
to clean
towards the middle street fight.
Taunt clear. So they put a little pressure towards that street. There's actually quite a bit of open room towards the back of the site here.
They're stopped by a wall again.
All right, that got a little awkward, but they should be all right on this way out. Double initiator, right? They should have the util to make this happen. Oh my God, the meat grinder. Zander and Asuna just unload. Uh-oh. Okay, swings it back.
15 seconds left. It will allow Sentinels to get a plan, and Zellsis catches players off the rotate.
Fans? No way they swing this round too, right?
They're both low on HP for Asuna and for Narrate. An ult available on the post plan. This is actually a winnable situation for Sentinels.
Low HP. Has one tag there. They don't know what's into the operator coming out though.
Beautiful sees two.
Oh my gosh.
Stays cool right after, but this position right here to start, again, was a beautiful setup for 100 Thieves. It almost seems like the tides have turned here where we're going back.
That is a big check mark there for Sentinels.
Back to the pistol round.
Oh my gosh,
this time with weapons.
They read it completely, but they're going to read the speed back onto him. Relay bolt gets a few stuns there, but they're still trying to get the trades when Zekken is more than ready to return fire. A clone helps him out, get out of that situation. Oh my God, they're just taking the fights. Are we going to find it? Where's Boostio? Where is he? Oh, they're guaranteeing this one. Gift wrapped with the dimensional drift that they can find him.
The respect on the anti-eco, but unfortunately doesn't get the ace. And now a winning condition. Boostio always good with the Sheriffs. Heard where the TP came out from.
There it is.
Look at that. The pistol round was perfect. The small change coming through here from 100 Thieves was that they added more players to push behind.
Still this 3 pressure towards A site. Asuna takes down 1 in mid though, so it's going to be 4 pressure now, as that has to be johnqt joining with the team.
I like that. Just the fact that they push back out.
Yeah.
Caught him off guard, and now Cryo's holding alone inside the site though.
The reaction time there of Cryo understanding it's not going to be the right target. eeiu, everybody trying to dodge the ultimate, the overdrive from Asuna. He slides in, he goes down immediately though. Great reactions by Sentinels as they turn around and they start to wipe out 100 Thieves.
Know where Boostio's at. He just got the kill into Zellsis, moving towards the back site. In the first half on the attack. Now trying to play the contact. This is something new coming out on their side. Almost caught Boostio off guard.
Oh, what a double peek. Nicely timed. The Guardian still doing damage now from all the way back in sight. And they just slow down this take. Cosmic Divide comes up, so there'll be protection wherever they want to go here.
That's maybe the silver lining.
Oh, never mind. Jig is up.
Yeah, even continuing ult for info. And even if they use a Cosmic Divide for a hit, you still have the Vice ult out from Boostio for the retake. And just that ult and keep it in that spot. Cryo now takes full control of the A side.
Sheer activated here by johnqt.
Splits them all up now.
30
Very
seconds
difficult
left.
for Sentinels to get some good map control.
They'll start to move through the street. Guarded well by 100 Thieves here. They've split their forces, I'd say accordingly, just to delay this one. But it is going to be in power of Sentinels.
Yeah.
Ooh, trades through the wall. Nice delay. Trying to keep that angle from Sentinels getting into the site. And that's where they just start to crossfire down onto
Heavily
the...
lean towards B.
Oh. Smoke goes up. It was going to be a dismiss, but they're going to fight through it here. Flash goes out, just preventing the kill there. Onto Zellsis, still has to hide onto column as Asuna is bringing around the fire now from street, but Zellsis lives. He's still giving him hell here, and he's got Zander down to half. Oh, the right click just hits low, and he gets it again. A triple for Zellsis. Solo mode activated here on B-Long. Oh, finally, eeiu finds it, but it's only going to be so much. They return the favor very fast on that trade. And now Bang and Narrate have eyes on the spike, and they're working together.
And the U-tilt to support Zellsis around that. His own flash at the beginning, but then a recall smoke just to isolate the 1v1 at the top. Delays well enough here for the rotate from Sentinels, as they had their own battles to fight at the beginning towards street. But looks like the last two players kind of want to give it up, even if the spike is up.
30 seconds left.
I mean, if you look at that respect, Asuna slides in and shoots them both. Why not?
Well, you're forcing him to walk and re-clear every single angle. So the more that he does that, the more of the clock gets wasted down. So now he has no choice but to make noise, go for the plant, and these guys could slowly close that gap, making sure that they keep the buddy system on his post plant. And they'll try something again, working back towards the armor. Here's a push towards A, though.
Rinse and repeat, a little bit stronger at A. Like you said, they get a quick kill coming out of Zekken. They start to push back. Man. So there's art control. They just keep pressuring and flexing to get mid, and now they can insert so easily.
Thing is, they lost control towards the A side, so Boostio is already down. So no lurks, no inserts. Now it's just bare fighting, trying to close that gap right here onto Narrate. But it looks like Cryo doesn't want to push down towards Art. Just try to meet up with Asuna. It's about to come.
So sketchy. Having a Neon this far back behind the lines. They're trying to figure out how to guard it. At least 2 or 3 people looking this way. You can see johnqt still wondering if they'll come out the backside there. And now Zander playing with danger here. Zellsis just on the other side of the smoke. There they are to find him, but Zellsis still sources a kill right off the bat, taken down by Cryo. And it looks like they'll finally have the site. 100 Thieves slowly work their way in, but hurt on the way. Oh my gosh, this is not ending. Not giving each other time to think.
And so playing back to his position where he had such a good spot at the pillar. And Sentinels once again not giving a chance for 100 Thieves to even set up.
Quickly making it a single duelist comp. Taking away a lot of the pressure. And what a thoughtful buy, too, with all the low armors here. Sentinels really thinking about the entirety, the state of the game, as they're taking this one round by round and looking to make it happen again. Oh, eeiu actually fires back on a Zellsis. A little wayward there with the shots.
Enemy down. No charges.
Street now getting so much aggression. They got to find a way to get the spike out. eeiu's not in a great spot, and they're going to be able to take this one down as Sentinels just pressure 100 Thieves out of position. Looks to finalize the kill. The little high line,
and this is perfect now for Sentinels on the defense.
You want to fight it?
There's Cosmic. And see how much room this actually gives them to hide. Cryo's not going to be able to find much. They're really going to be on the other side of the wall. He gets one. And that gives Sentinels a bit of room to hide here. They could come flying through this wall unexpected. 100 Thieves do still have that lurk from Zander if things start to go real bad.
You talked about the ult galore out from the defensive side. The best thing here that that they have on 100 Thieves is eeiu, just to try to counter it back. That's why he's tucked in safe here in the corner, getting ready to pop it back against them.
Oh, one's grabbed. They see that trail running out of sight. Arsenal's gone.
But HP gone on the side.
Yeah, this is going to be real tough. Everybody's trying to tiptoe around the site right now to see who can get the first kill. Nobody wants to be that first one. They are just handshaking right now, but it's Sentinels with 4 out of nowhere as they start swinging back and forth, and that's going to be
Not even a recon at the beginning here on the defensive side. So they want to be way more reactive for 100 Thieves, but they're turtled a little bit too much. Big space.
Okay.
Potentially was a lurk or a flank in the in the later round, but after breaking this camera here, it's going to be difficult for him to fall back. The rest of Sentinels though still able to walk in, but stopped by Cryo.
Oh, saved! The teamwork coming up huge there. Zellsis will find one, but he's got 4 standing in his way, and the spike is very far away.
Yeah, he had a nice clutch on the first map, but this time at half HP and no razor vines will be a little bit more difficult.
No hard feelings.
Now, one of the bonus for 100 Thieves are walking down again. Another one of those moments where it's a great read.
Oh, that stun is gigantic. The follow-up there from everybody, and nothing Sentinels
You even had on their own podcast for 100 Thieves, who was saying, look, we're not results-oriented. There's moments where every side of Sentinels, Zekken and Nare working together. Down for Luxie again!
The same strategy, and they fall.
Actually, he has a perfect timing. This is an insert on the side of Sentinels now.
Right on the trips into the site. Man, 100 Thieves is in such weird positions. It'll be interesting to see how they get together. Looks like 3 actually coming from the flank and 2 from spawn. Sentinels is going to have to adjust for this big time, and that might be Zellsis coming from the flank.
Both teams are unaware. I mean, they know there's a flank, but they don't know that there's 3 players from 100 Thieves about to flank behind. johnqt gets a dink.
They're finding it. ISO'd out. It's going to be the kill contract over here. And johnqt doesn't even think twice. Zellsis does get the kingpin flank coming in, but Boostio is now known in lower. A great distraction with the gate from Zellsis to get himself the safety, to get inside the site so they can drop Boostio.
And get great value out of his own flank with no support in the util. The wall, too, is going to help.
Oh, wow. Sentinels is putting the pressure back on just as hard, too, with those few rounds 100 Thieves had. Oh!
Slid out of it. Hit by Paranoia.
Done. Oh, just a miss there. eeiu's going to be able to drop narrate. ISOs aren't having a great day inside the ultimates right now as johnqt answers back. 3v4. Sen on top for this one by 1.
Cryo needs to come up huge here and does have the suppress to work with as well with the undercut. Will use it towards and hits 2. Ooh, too good.
They just cannot get in over each other's utility there. Sentinels. Crossfire on the entrance as the A. Utility being able to delay is too much for 100 Thieves. And eeiu, again,
more utility to help out this time around. Almost grabbing narrate, but this time with the wall bang because a nice recon dart pings him. Now Sentinels have to react in a different part of the map. At least we have Zekken activated in the front.
I love the aggression trades already in this Haven matchup. A lot at C. Now we're getting this jockeying position for A. Mid's taken again by Sentinels. And now 1 down, they got to figure out a way in.
They heard drone in garage, the camera spotted Zellsis. So lean towards garage, the fight back is beautiful again for 100 Thieves.
That double swing.
But Zellsis one more time has made his way through the enemy line of defense. Yeah, he's losing players in the process, but this is a big fight now that he could win.
Last player standing.
So quick on the shots. 100 Thieves knowing their numbers up, able to play these back.
Trying to get a drone Hunter's Fury into the site potentially here. Camera is up. Boostio just got pinged, moving back towards the spawn. johnqt, though, doesn't want to hold on to it, or is going to hold on to the Hunter's Fury for now.
Oof. Firing out. Gets a good one. Narrate trying to look around for what kind of got him on the foot with that trip, but he does get taken down. Sentinels have the sight, but worse for wear here. This could be tough to keep it going. They catch eeiu on the jump as he was just trying to get to a different angle.
Playing towards the back, Asuna in the front.
Ooh, there's the overdrive. Can he get it to work, though? Not enough push from the backside of the site.
Isolated 3v1 on both sides. So again, very quick thinking coming out from Sentinels camp. Closing their gap now by 2, fighting towards long.
They missed the flash. It didn't go around the corner. I mean, they didn't flash themselves, but still, Zekken was just seeing clear on that one, and they get out with 2 frags. Easy to start this round out and make sure they can play back in the sights. Now, Boostio still peeking man up and takes down Narrate like he was never there.
Will be another one of those rounds again, losing 3. First contact will be Asuna here.
Quick tag.
Enemy remaining.
Dart safety. johnqt very low. You know, Austin is going to hunt this one down. A 3K already for him on the Neon. And that's actually just... There's been so much utility used before everything happening. Easily catching someone on autopilot for a moment there. Oh. Almost getting a nice trade back through that ping as we get a cross-map trade there. B, they're still trying to pressure in. The shield comes up big, and it is not a double tap that Boostio is able to get onto Nere.
Asuna might have the timing to take down the spike here. It does so.
Spike down mid.
Slides out. Look at just creating distraction, getting the kill, playing his life, playing the pressure.
Oh,
You guys forgot something. And yeah, they're just going to ult onto it. It takes way too much to get that achieved now. As the paranoia comes through, they know exactly where this is coming from.
And with the paranoia hitting the recon dart, now the last two players of 100 Thieves have to go in with zero information. Even maybe walk out through the smoke, and I don't know if they're going to try to go for it. It'll be a 3-2-1 swing, but there's still good players to help out here from Sentinel's side.
Oh. It's actually the play. They swing back in. They're going to get one. It's not going to be
They've done a big trap play in the very beginning, fairly aggressive from the start. But this time around, holding it back to be more reactive, and Asuna gets a nice pick.
They've been there every time. You have to expect this push. Not giving enough respect to it, and that is going to be where Sentinels pay.
eeiu just keeps waiting towards that spawn. He's just waiting for the Hunter's Fury. Beautiful shot by Asuna, but now they're just going to play the numbers. This is nice. If there was some pressure coming back here, Asuna, well, a little bit of an overextension there.
You see what he wants, though. He's going to fight more. He was not giving up that position. He is hungry right now. Love seeing this Asuna on the field. And Bang as well, though, picked up 2 big kills in the last round and continues now into round 11 with a great starter at B. Ooh. Just on the other side of the wall is danger. He's going to make it out to teammates, though. The 3v3, 3 outside, 3 inside on B. Oh, the spam. The spam starts them off just to whittle down the numbers. They're going to go ahead and isolate one. Cryo, the better ISO in the moment, but is it going to be enough? He's going to come up, gets the kill. Paranoia, the damage is there, but it's just going to be... It looks like Sentinels is saying, which ults will you use, maybe? Oh my gosh, not going to get anything out of Zek in this round.
Ping for info 2, gets another one.
Oh, they pressure the Hunter's Fury. Why wouldn't they? This is just like the C long push. We're going to go back into the isolation ult, and it's going to be johnqt, a second win in Cryo's ultimate.
And the look from behind
is not going to know that Bang is creeping in. And that is just terrifying as Sentinels now have that C coverage, and it's going to be a 2v2 to end the round with Bang still alive, the one clutching each of these for Sentinels.
So the 4th ult and last one available for 100 Thieves allows to get the information and a free upgrade of a weapon for Boostio, giving a chance now for both players to work together. Quick tempo towards a seaside retake.
Last player standing.
1 for 1.
Enemy remaining.
Can it be Bang again? And it is!
Towards the A site, johnqt has to fall back.
Relay Boat says, later. I got 1 stun for you, but they get A. It doesn't matter. This push now from Sentinels has 2 on the flank, 2 or 3 from spawn, and a very fast plant on the beginning of this first round.
Almost a similar scenario. They break the trip. There's 2 players flanking instead of 3 this time for Sentinels, but they're also faking it out. They want to add more players back towards the A. I think they're waiting potentially for johnqt to have the refresh of the recon dart. That's up in 8 seconds. Now getting positioned.
I think it's the right choice. Just having that late flank is the one where the power is going to come. You see a few members pushing through. Zekken's going to be able to get right into sight and start really causing some chaos. Not expecting that to scoot on by them. The right clicks from Bang here are going to get a few down.
These are going for a bonus pick into the bonus round, into a plant towards B.
It's like they have both had a second look at that one to really, is it happening? Yeah, it is. Wall comes in, but they're still in front of it. Cryo a step ahead. Cryo a flick ahead here with Zander just over the shoulder on the Zekken as well. eeiu on the solo mission to dart and drone the left side. They go for the isolation here. Cryo looking to get the win. Nice damage by Zellsis, but it's not going to be enough. Cryo does get the kill. They get A. They have the soft side as Zekken tries to identify and ping for the team what the possible protocol should be. Kill onto Asuna very quick as they enter back into the site. Zekken is unknown as he goes towards long A, but found by eeiu on that late flank. Oh my gosh, the ping, the hit through the wall. Looks like it's a
read on the rifle round of Sentinels.
These long C anti-plays that come out here. Beautifully executed by the defensive squad. This time, Sentinels very, very strong in their force. They have eyes on the spike, and they should be able to clean this up.
The lineup here, Cryo's just trying to dance around.
Yeah.
Can't do any delays, shock darts across the corner.
Doesn't bounce off, actually hits that window, or the doorway.
Player standing.
And
Now
yeah,
towards the garage and towards that front B, so they do want to play a little bit more aggressive informational game on the defensive side. And it works out, because Zekken's able to move up towards sewers and take down Boostio.
taking a lot of solo fights on some fronts here. Damage definitely done to 100 Thieves as Sentinels can now rest back a bit. John's still going to make sure A is clear and let the rest of the map know that they can continue to hold their positions. Because, yeah, focus should be mid and C.
And the elevation from the sewers made it difficult here for johnqt to get good value out of pinging a player inside garage. Allows 100 Thieves to just re-hit into the site. Camera's still up, though. That'll spot Asuna moving in.
Make sure long is clear, and then the rest of the site. A beautiful paranoia just in time. Stops Bang, or sorry, yeah, Bang from doing any damage there on the buy. Bang's already pushed up. Paranoia goes, so he's gonna play off it as well, and Boostio goes down. They're still ready to defend A with 3 here. And they're so ready. Double tap comes up quick. Shots are just gonna come flying out from Sentinels, and it's 100 Thieves falling like flies as they try to get into the site.
The crossfires are just so good for Sentinels. Zander alone. He's broke. Wow. Still
hand in hand here for 100 Thieves. Dashed under it. He dashed under it. That was so sick. Gets into the site. Overdrive is on, and he is causing chaos because they did not expect this timing. eeiu and the rest of the team are just obliterating Sentinels in sight. Oh my gosh. Absolute cinema from Asuna.
keeps pushing. Flash to help. Support coming through. johnqt, last player standing.
And I'm sure he'll do it again. You gotta imagine Zellsis just doesn't even feel protected on those, and you gotta feel protected in the isolation. There's the shot from Cryo. He takes it down.
Most important one potentially of this map. Another one falls.
Coming in for the kill. Bang's got to drop into the site. He's just trying to do some acrobatics here to bring the team back into this one. This lurk here from Boostio. They're gonna wait for it.
It's pinged. They know about this. Zellsis watching it.
Oh, it's still going to be Boostio this time. Coming around for the shot. They're looking to finalize the map. Zekken staves it off for one more kill, but he's got work to do.
He's got ult.
Planting the spike. Goes into dimensional drift. And now he just has to be otherworldly.
I love that they're sticking together here. He can't get value out of a shorty.
There it is.
It's a recall smoke to try to pop into the A site. And looks like Sentinels, they want to play the retake.
Oh, Asuna starting already. Just being tricky, and he plays his life too. Just to be annoying. These little protocols they have that give him just a bit of an inch. They take a mile. And that's going to be a kill from Bang. A very nice answer there. They're going to drop in from the top of the site after the util hits, but you can see Narrate ready to answer back and delay.
Nice flash, too. They can start flooding in now for Sentinels.
All right, drops are in. Everything is heard here. 100 Thieves now have to decide which way is the best to shoot. The defuse is going to go down, adding more pressure onto the site. It's only up now to eeiu, rather. Top side, and he's not going to have enough time, not going to have enough arms and eyeballs to figure out where everything is. Sentinels get the first round, and they leave him to run around. Asuna's space. No rounds for 100 Thieves yet, but each one has consisted of Asuna just consistently breaking the defensive line and the team following very fast.
Even a smoke that was thrown onto defense to try to block off vision. Cycling up with the wall wasn't enough. All of 100 Thieves already made it through. Trying to find information is the counter of Sentinels, knowing that there's still a lot of pressure up towards heaven. Paranoia to reflank into the top.
Off the stairwell, didn't bounce the way he wanted. eeiu gets that one through the smoke. Narrate's actually pretty low, or another pretty low actually, goes down. And now they limp around. Spike again out of reach. Haven't seen that kind of a split fight for a while where it's just about A heaven.
That's actually very nice from Sentinels too. They just waited for the rotate across from Bang so they could double flash from Paranoia and Narrate. So Sentinels very, very clean in the protocols. And that's something that I haven't seen coming out of the refight on A heaven yet.
Yeah. They wanted to meet. Usually you let the team drop out or see if they'll peek you, but a very close choke point, or a very small choke point to get through. Sentinels still make it work.
But eeiu actually has 15 seconds as he's made his way around. He's going to have to hurry up a little bit more, though. has to make noise now. Should be easier kill. There you go.
Mission and figure out the rest of what's going on. Jeez. They're setting themselves up so well in these rounds.
As they do this too, the breach is still in a good line to, well, actually I was about to say that, but it would be in a good spot here to assist johnqt on top of Heaven, because right now Asuna is just keeping everybody at bay. Look at the amount of util it takes just to try to push him back, and he won't have too much on a retake. So now the anchors towards the A side have to come up huge.
Oh, Zekken still clears though from the site. They didn't know he was just down towards elbow, still being able to be very mobile around the map with these gate crashes. And now another moment of wonder. Finally, they're feeling comfortable. They're feeling rich right now. Zekken's going to hold the B line, and that just gives everybody on the map comfort to watch everything else if he isn't seeing anything, which his vision's going to be flooded in a second. The quick pick from Boostio. The drone's going to push him just offline, and they're going to have freedom on this one. Nicely played, not going in dry on that peak, and the utils flooding into the site with a Cosmic Divide for protection.
The wall doesn't really allow for them to plant. They have to actually fight through this.
That's a little weird.
Okay, thankfully nobody's fighting back.
Spike planted.
Whoops. They'll be able to get out here. 2 left. Oh. The wall in their face doesn't go over the spike, obviously, but they still have the avenues to shoot. They actually got any follow-up damage to look at here.
And do you want support on mid? Yeah, let's bring the whole team.
Ooh, they support very well. Crossfire coming in more so from the side of Sentinels. 100 Thieves feeling the pain on this, but eeiu is quickly able to answer back and even out the numbers. Wow, Zander's moving forward here aggressively on the Astra. Takes down Narrate. A huge frag for the squad as they continue to take space. A little ahead of themselves.
Especially when Narrate has his own Rolling Thunder to counter back. Beautifully done. QD ready.
Still have the util.
There's going to be an overcook now because he TP'd towards that spawn. Now the players are going to walk back towards A Heaven. They're walking for contact.
30 seconds left.
No sound made. And this is up to johnqt here. He's actually figuring they're going to go both sides. And just keeping 1-1 in sight. Zander about to walk into the crosshair, the double up! And he sees the Teo salvos. They try to re-rotate. And the quality tactics, read it as it is. eeiu starts off with
up on that B side, so calls out that there was a smoke and paranoia, so the Omen is still on that side. They should now be ready for the initiators playing towards this A site here.
Really, he looked at him.
Should, right?
Maybe thought he was dead or something, but he did not die. He stands tall. They shoot him is the question. Zellsis is doing just that. Comes up with some big retaliation frags there, drops into sight to help the team after that fault line. And a third one for Zellsis here, and it's already
coming out from Bang from the B site, so he's looking back towards the spawn, thinking that he still beat the timing of Bang on the rotate, but Bang was already moving down towards that ramp, but one more time. Sacrifice his life, get a pick, and then they'll be back on a 5-on-4. But now he's sacrificing his life, at least for the first kill. Keep some players over towards that B site.
Yeah. Seeing the raise too should draw some numbers. There are other players on the map. Cryo just runs into A.
And that's the res gone. Now you got no choice but to re-hit with 20 seconds left towards the B site. Stalled now by the breach.
Oh, they know 2 are there now. A lot of util in the eyes of Sentinels to be able to call this stall, and they just stop 100 Thieves before they get into sight. 10 seconds left. They're going to have to rush this. No time to plan as the spike is down. As they're looking for just 3 more to close this one out.
Oh, and a walk contact to try to take down Zellsis. Unstoppable once again. No util to really push him this time around. And already eeiu falls. Thankfully, we could maybe use a res now.
Nah, run over the body. Into the vents. Asuna is going to get Zellsis, though. Drops the big fragger on the round. Bang's still ready to fight. Bang is still ready to fight.
Fake TP.
Yeah.
Will not kill my allies.
Ooh, beautiful guard on that. 100 Thieves, it's taken a lot of their pressure, a lot of their presence to get through this, though, as the Armageddon comes through. Safety for Asuna just on the side of the ult.
We're at the edge, and now a player advantage as well. Finally, the res getting value. But there's a big lurk coming out now from Narrate. Full kit.
Drone is down.
This movement from Asuna, if he can stay unknown, it's big. Narrate with 1 already. Full util for Narrate to come in.
I love it.
And they know where Asuna is too.
Aftershot towards the back to push him out. Beautiful by Narrate.
Crazy utility usage. It's now going to be all up to Asuna. He knows he's got to look high. He's got to look low. 5 bullets left in the chamber.
Also looks like Cryo. He's trying to move forward. Nice shot by Asuna. Start though.
Another? Oh, bang with the trade. All right, already getting spicy. The 1-for-1 here. And Boostio is going to answer as well. Now it's up for Sen to make that 3v5 conversion happen.
So what I was going to mention, it didn't look like here that Cryo was looking to react and wall up towards middle. They wanted to wall up here towards the top of B Heaven just to try to stall a little bit more. Nice little drone though to allow Sentinels to move down.
Just identified and taken out. Zander and Cryo fall immediately, and Sentinels know they have sight. Setting up high-low here, and they still have johnqt and MAÇ to deliver.
Tides have turned.
Fault line there.
Talked about that position so good there for johnqt inside MAÇ. It has to be cleared.
Oh, they don't check enough. And does, he jumps back again. johnqt's always ready. He's had those flicks on point all game. eeiu has to deal with the mailman, and he does. Cuties down. Low health on Narrate. Low health on Bang. johnqt moves. Doesn't even have to say it anymore.
The gamble now, Hail Mary towards the front of B, but it's weighted all the way towards the back towards Spawn. Greeted by Bang, and already a 1-player advantage for Sentinels. And about to taste the victory here. Forcing now 100 Thieves to just move around the map and trying to find an information on where they lost. On middle, at least to start.
Look at that. They know where Cryo is. They know where the wall could be potentially in a slow that would stop them. Everything else here they can run by except for the fault line. And it looks like they are going to try to initiate. Oh, zekken already tempting back at the site with a gate crash here.
We're flashing high for A, but nobody's fighting for Heaven.
Yep. As the follow-up just isn't there when they need it. Zekken's moving forward. Another kill almost with a classic. He goes again for a fight with the team pressuring in. Paranoia goes in sight to give him distance, and it's going to hit Zander just on the end. Now it's up to eeiu. 4 alive here for Sentinels. They have been so strong throughout the map. They look to close this out in such a clean manner on the 3rd one of Split as we hit this decider. And now they just watch eeiu jump back and forth before it's job.